Good morning. It's Friday, January 9th. Today we're talking about, well, first of all, this is the Automotive State of the Union. I'm Paul J. Daly. That's Kyle Mountsier. Today we're talking about Ford winning most iconic, Stellantis canceling their PHEVs, and actual humans winning over AI.
Theme of the year of the human. Year of the human.
Kyle, how many texts did you get before 8 a.m. this morning?
33-ish, I think, or something like that. Maybe.
There's
I don't know. Maybe
there's
more than
momentum
that.
around the place these days. Man, I just feel like moving. Everybody feels like this. I think beginning of the year.
Stop the momentum thing, because if we don't make a year of the human shirt, we're doing it so wrong.
Ooh, this feels like the playbook. Year of the human.
That's the playbook.
Right,
year of the human.
Making a note.
Makes note. Year of the human.
Year of the human, with a little more than cars thing at the bottom.
Shirt. There we go. Okay, we've got our notes. We can keep going with the show, team.
Oh, speaking of Year of the Human, we have this website. It's called nadaparties.com. This is our third year. We just decided we were so sick of figuring out what was where that we would just build a site 3 years ago called NADA Parties. That is a total... I can't say it's fully comprehensive because some people don't get on there. They don't want their, but it is the most comprehensive list of things going on at the NADA show. All the ancillary things, the parties, the breakfasts, the things. Go to nadaparties.com. We had another spike in traffic yesterday, 500-600 people checking out the parties. If you are having a party, go to the site nadaparties.com and submit it because it's free and you want people to go to your thing. Everybody's there. It's a FOMO.
And if you're trying to track it, just like track it,
track it.
You can watch it.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I can set up an RSS feed for when things get added.
Oh my goodness. That would be awesome.
I should check into that.
You should check into that. Thanks to our friends at Clairvoy for helping us make that site possible.
Yes.
They're into the data and the things like that.
They're into it.
All right, let's talk about some fun stuff today. Ford just topped Time and Statista's list of the 250 most iconic American companies, beating out household giants like Apple, Coca-Cola, and Amazon. The ranking highlights not just commercial success, but each company's impact on U.S. culture and society. So Time's nationwide survey put Ford at #1 for cultural influence and longstanding role in shaping American life. Whoa. Put that plaque on the wall. Bill Ford pointed back to the company's founding mission, emphasizing innovation tied to improving people's lives, not just for tech's sake. Ford did underscore its status as the largest hourly auto employer in the U.S., reinforcing commitment to American workers, and Time credited their assembly line legacy for transforming modern manufacturing and reshaping cities and reshaping suburbs. Bill Ford said, quote, "Innovation is not just about building batteries or technologies for its own sake. It's about making people's lives better."
Yeah, it's clear that Time and Statista took a long look at the history. And when you think about what Ford and Henry Ford did for manufacturing in the U.S., it's completely radically changed and forever set in motion us as a powerhouse in manufacturing. And then when you think about like what logos do you know are U.S. logos when you just at first glance, and those household giants of Ford, Apple, Coca-Cola, Amazon are just clearly like etched in people's brains, right? And so I think that that it's a clear winner. Also, look at us, Auto. Come on,
I know.
Even if you're not a Ford dealer, come on.
Tying it back to improving Americans' lives.
Richest man in the world,
Yeah, #1 iconic brand and helping people. I think we're on a little bit of a tear. Speaking of being on a little bit of a tear, tearing away
things out.
Stellantis pulling the plug literally on every plug-in hybrid vehicle in its North American lineup, starting with the 2026 model year. Once top sellers like the Wrangler 4xe, that's kind of a forced top seller, Grand Cherokee 4xe and Chrysler Pacifica plug-in hybrid, they're all being discontinued as the company is shifting away and shifting its electrification strategy overall. They say brand-wide PHEV program in North America is phased out beginning this year. The automaker plans to pivot toward traditional hybrids and range-extended EVs, where it says customer demand is stronger. Models like the Alfa Romeo Tonale and the Grand Hornet RT will also lose their plug-in variants. Stellantis saying, quote, "It will focus more on competitive electrified solutions including those hybrids and HR, what are they? E-revs, we're calling them.
Yeah.
That's what customers are asking for.
And vehicles. Yes.
Yeah.
I think the E-rev is a really smart play. Obviously, you see like getting in that game. You see a lot of manufacturers going, that's the better way. When you think about just, hey, what does it take for someone to go install a charger, go find, do the activity of plugging in a vehicle? My sadness here comes from this being kind of that logical next step of people getting used to that type of activity, because I still think there's a future for more adoption in that. So it is question mark. But when you look at what consumer demand and political protocol on these PHEVs and plug-in vehicles, plug-in electric vehicles, full electric, I understand from a business perspective why they would do it.
That's it. I mean, I think people are, here's like the transition circle as I see it. People are going to get more used to driving an electric powertrain, and they're not going to want to go back to a gas-powered powertrain because the experience is so different. That'll, I think, be a transition point as infrastructure continues to grow slowly, that people are moving. I think eventually we're going to get to full plug-in electrics. I think we'll end up there at some point. But
I think
I think it's smart. It's good to see Stellantis giving the people what they want, right? It's called good business.
That's all it is.
Speaking about good business.
Stop. Segue.
Time. Talking a lot about this conversation around here these days.
Yeah, lots of AI as AI reshapes knowledge work. McKinsey's top executive says there are 3 capabilities machines still can't touch, and they're exactly what young professionals should double down on. Listen up, everybody. The comments came as the firm shared how AI has already saved millions of employee work hours. McKinsey's 25,000 AI agents handled 1.5 million hours of search and synthesis last year. That's unbelievable. And produced 2.5 million charts across 6 months.
It's a lot of charts.
I mean, who's got time to read all that? With routine tasks offloaded, consultants are now tackling higher order, more complex problem solving. CEO Bob Sternfeld says graduates should focus on the 3 skills AI cannot replicate. Here it is. Ready?
Pay attention. Lean in.
Aspiration, judgment.
Wait, say it again.
True creativity.
Aspiration, judgment, and true creativity.
That's it. He also says AI will shift hiring away from pedigree and toward demonstrative work like engineers' GitHub portfolios. What can these models not do? Aspire. That's a uniquely human capability.
I like this. It's like the dreaming. What could it be, right? What could we do with this? How creatively can we solve this problem? AI naturally is constricted to a data syntax of how to do things.
Restricted to a request.
Right. And it's not going to dream up something new. If it does seem to dream up something new, it's actually just going to be fed off of things that have already been done. I love that in the creative world. One of the things that AI can't do is taste make. Why is this cool? Why should we pay attention to it? It can help with a ton of stuff.
Yep.
But
I think like the way like those moments when you're laying in bed at night or waking up in the morning and things come into your mind that you don't know where they came from, that you now have a new perspective or a new idea, that right there is what totally changes the game when it comes to like the ideation, the aspiration, the creative work. And that's going to be the staying power of the human.
I'm going to say it's the spirit of a human. AI doesn't have a spirit. Humans have spirit. It triumphs. It makes up new things. Go make up some new things. Take care of the people around you. We'll see you here bright and early tomorrow morning.